Think about it. If you have a strong reason for doing a particular thing, for example, a business, chances are high that you will do that business with a lot of excellence compared to if you didn't know why you are actually doing that business. Hey, Unstoppable family, welcome to yet another episode of the Lydia Amuge Mentoring Podcast, where I inspire and equip you to build a business that you totally love. Oh, yes. And in today's episode, I will be talking about why you should build a passion driven business. If you're ready to get to know these 5 reasons why you should build a passion driven business, just type in the comment section, I am ready, because I am also very ready to give you a strong reason today why it's important for you to build a passion driven business. Now, I'm not going to give you some cheesy motivational talk of why you should build it. No, I'm actually going to tell you my own story. For the last 11 years, I have been on the passion to profit journey. And as you can see, this is the product of this journey. I've been able to document my story in my book, Profit from Your Passion. Yes, it's actually possible that you can actually profit from something that you love. Many people think that, oh no, you can't make money from your passions. Passions are just meant to be enjoyed. What a big lie. I've done it for 11 years and I've seen that it's possible. You can actually profit profit from something that you actually love. So let me give you the first reason. What is the first reason why you should pursue a passion driven business? Number one, a passion driven business will lead you to your purpose. It's Bishop T.D. Jakes, a famous pastor and entrepreneur, who says that if you cannot find your purpose, find your passion, because your passion will lead you direct to your purpose. And indeed, that statement of his is very true. I remember 11 years ago when I started my journey, I can't say I was really searching for purpose. All I remember was that there was a fire burning within me. I said, I think I want to change the world. I think I had a message for the world. I was passionate about causing transformation through my gift of public speaking and teaching. There was just a fire within me. Little did I know that this fire was actually directing me to my passion. To my purpose. Now, passion is not the only thing that enables you to find purpose. Purpose is actually a cocktail. It's a cocktail of three different things: your your passions, your proficiencies, and the problem that you solve for a group of people that you are called to. So, like you can see, passion is just one component of the whole purpose cocktail. Now, if you're wondering how to mix this cocktail, well, I already want to give you an invitation to my Monetize Your Passion Masterclass that I'm going to be having this Thursday and Friday. Come on, I show you exactly how to uncover your purpose by putting together your passion, your proficiencies, a problem you solve to powerfully impact and influence the world. You don't want to miss this. So, when you find purpose, I can tell you life is so fulfilling. I can confidently tell you that the last 11 years of my life have been the most fulfilling years of life. Now, I'm not trying to tell you so that you can just say, oh, Lydia, are you sure? Yes, they have been the most fulfilling years of my life. Nothing is as fulfilling as knowing that your life is contributing to many other lives. Throughout this year, I have been training many other people to actually start their own passion driven businesses. And it's very amazing to have these coaching and training sessions with them, and then you see people actually start to make money. It's always amazing whenever I start these challenges for them to actually start making money, and people actually saying, guess what, someone paid for my product, guess what, someone else paid, guess what, it's working. It's amazing. So if you really want to live a fulfilling life, The only way of living a fulfilling life is actually by finding your purpose. I remember when I was in school, there was this illusion that if you make a lot of money, life will become very happy and fulfilling. But the truth is that even now, after coming out of school and being out of school for some time and making some amount of money, you realize that the money is good, but the money is not what actually causes the real true happiness that we desire as humans. True happiness is actually found in finding your purpose. So that is one of the reasons why you need to find your purpose. Number two, when you build a purpose driven business, it is a lot easier to to keep to keep going when the business times get tough. The truth is that if anybody has told you that business is going to be easy, they lied to you. Am I discouraging you about joining the business journey? No, I'm not discouraging you, because it's actually the challenges that actually shape you and grow you along your business journey. But I'm just telling you the truth that along the business journey, there are going to be challenges. What is going to keep you during those challenging times is the passion and drive that you have. I remember in the first few years of my business, there are times when it really got so hard. My business partner and I got so broke. You know, you're broke and broken. Just imagine a mixture of being broke and broken. Yeah, you're broke, you're broken, you're frustrated, and you're thinking maybe I should just leave this thing and go back and get a job or go back and try out something else. But I remember one of the things that kept me going was the passion that I had to transform lives. I remember when I started this journey, I told myself, Lydia, you have a message for the world. There are lives that are attached to you. There are businesses that are going to be transformed through you. There are leaders who are going to be transformed through you. So many times when it got hard, many times when I had 101 reasons to give up, I reminded myself of that one reason, that Lydia, you have a message for the world. The world needs to hear you. And so that kept me going. Now, what I have realized many times with people who just come into the to business, who come into the business space without any passion, you find that most times they are the ones who give up. Not so long ago, I talked to a friend of mine. She had started a coffee business, and she was very excited about how the money was coming in and how business was going on well. 4 months into the business, the coffee market started dipping. And of course, guess what? Her money was also dipping. You know, she was not getting the money that she was getting in the first few months of the business. She started telling me how she's discouraged, how she should just get back into a job. And guess what? Indeed, she ended up going back into employment because she didn't have a greater reason than just the money. So you see, your passion will keep you going. Your passion will help you to hold on even when the times get tough. Because the truth is that in business, the times will sometimes get tough. And that's why I tell people that when you come into the business journey, look at it as an adventure. From the times when I started looking at business as an adventure, when the hard times come, I just tell them these hard times, hey, bring it on. You need to see another version of me that can actually handle these hard times. And when the good times are also there, I celebrate. So I have learned to embrace both the good times and the hard times of business because it's what makes the experience really good. Number three reason why you should pursue a passion driven business. Guess what? The business landscape has greatly changed. Gone are the days when people simply followed brands. These days, people no longer just want to follow a brand, but they also want to follow the person behind the brand. So people will no longer just want to follow a brand like Coca-Cola, a brand like Apple, a brand like, please mention your brand name in the comment section. Mention your brand name. So people no longer just want to follow a brand name. They also want to follow the person associated with the brand. Now, guess what has caused that? The growth in technology has caused that. So those days, first of all, technology was not as advanced as it is today, but also the the growth of platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube that are promoting a lot of stories and reels have caused the audience to want to hunger more, to know more about the person behind the brand. So rather than simply knowing, for example, someone who is doing delicious cakes, they don't people no longer just want to know delicious cakes. They want to know the entrepreneur behind the delicious cakes. They want to have a little bit of the life of this entrepreneur. What is it like for them? So when they get to know you, when they get to know, like, and trust you, you find that they will easily connect with your brand and therefore become raving fans for that brand. So you find that these days, brands or people who are trying to simply front push a brand name rather than the entrepreneur struggle a little bit. So the best way to do it is actually to cause a good balance of the two, where you are fronting both the personal and the business brand. And look at it, I'll give you international names of brands that have been able to do that. Steve Jobs is gone. But one of the reasons why Apple still stands today is because Steve Jobs and Apple were closely related to this day. You cannot talk about Apple without mentioning Steve Jobs. You cannot talk about Virgin Group without mentioning Richard Branson. So you see, that close association makes it easy for people to connect to your brand. So think about your own brand. Maybe you are making a particular kind of juice. Instead of just pushing your juice, you could push your juice together with your brand. Of course, I show you how to do that in the Passion to Profit Mastery Program. And if you want to get started on that journey, why don't you join us for the Monetize Your Passion Masterclass, where I'll talk a little bit more about that. So, the third reason why you should build a passion driven business is that it is easier to be innovative around a field that you're passionate about. Think about it. Technology, once again, technology is disrupting the business market. Now, because of the disruption that technology is bringing, it means that entrepreneurs and passionpreneurs need to also be innovating very fast. And gone are the days when the entry into the business space was quite hard. These days, someone just wakes up, sets up a website with AI, sets up a YouTube channel, sets up an Instagram channel, and before you know, they're doing business. So the barriers of entry into business these days are very low. What does that mean? That therefore means that there are so many players. And if there are so many players, that means that competition is going to be so high. So if competition is going to be so high, that means that your level of innovation should therefore be very high. It's very easy, a lot easy. I've experienced what I'm saying. It's a lot easy to innovate around something that you're passionate about. Sometimes people ask me, how do you come up with some of these ideas? And sometimes I can't easily give an explanation. Why? Because it's simply something that I'm passionate about. It flows right from my heart. So I'm sold into it. And that's why it's easier for me to innovate around it. Think about it. Maybe you're saying, oh, Lydia, that is yours. Think about it. Have you ever seen maybe a group of people who are baking cakes and all of them are baking cakes, but yes, they may be using the same ingredients, but there is just a different touch that this other person's cakes comes with. Maybe because they are really passionate. They have not just gone to YouTube and read how to bake cakes and mixed recipes and put on the shelf. Yeah. That person will definitely have a different business from someone who has come into the space because they are passionate about it. You find that the one who is passionate about it will easily be innovative around it, and as a result, will capture the market faster than the person who is trying. And you know, when you're trying hard on something, by the time you're trying hard to master what this person is doing with ease, come on now, the market will already have taken you on. So that is why it's important. Innovation comes so easily with passion driven businesses. So, the other reason why it is important for you to actually start a passion driven business is because With your passion, closely linked to your passion is a gift. And your gift is your unfair advantage. Believe it or not, each of us has gifts. There is no one who doesn't have a gift. Everybody was created with a gift. You see, gifts sometimes are confused with skills. And that's why very many times people keep saying to me, I'm not so sure. I don't think I have a gift. I don't think I have a gift. We all actually have gifts. The difference is that what could actually be your gift could be a skill to me, and what could be a skill to me could be a gift to you. So, what's the difference between a gift and a skill? A gift is something that you are born with, it's an innate ability. It's an innate ability. You don't need to do so much for you to actually for you to show up powerfully in that particular area. For example, for some people, speaking is a gift. While for another person, before they speak, they will have to pace up and down corridors before they can actually give a presentation. So, for that kind of person who has to pace up and down before they give a presentation, most likely speaking is not a gift to them. But over time, as a result of speaking to different audiences, this person now starts to learn how to speak. But that does not mean that that becomes a gift to them. For them, that is a skill. What is a skill? A skill is is an acquired ability. So you have acquired it over time, either by training or by coaching or by simply repeating this activity over a period of time. So let's get back to the point. I talked about the fact that with your passion comes a gift, and that gift is an unfair advantage. Now, this unfair advantage can become a competitive edge for you in the market. Remember, I said the market is more fierce these days because of the increased number of players in the different sectors. Most of the sectors now have increased number of players. So let us use an example of a singing gift, for example. This person can sing. This person is trying to sing. Now, by the time this person A, who is gifted in singing, creates a new song, this person who is not gifted in singing may take another whole month, one whole month, to create the same song, while this person has taken only 1 week. Well, that is just an example of singing. You can apply it to any kind of gift that you have. So you find that by the time this person who is taking 1 month to release their product, this person has already released. So they have already gone further and faster than you. So you see why it is important to do things that you are good at. I keep on telling people, don't try to amplify your weaknesses. Delegate your weaknesses and amplify your strengths. You know, the quality of your life will not be judged by how long you lived, but rather how well you used the time when you are alive. I've seen people who have died when they are quite young, but when you look at the kind of life they lived, you notice that it was an impactful life. Why? Because within the short period of time they had, they maximized the gifts that they had. So are you waiting to grow so old and tired to start living your gifts? Come on now. The time is now. Just type in the comment section if you're ready to start manifesting your gifts. The time is now. You know, don't believe the lie that, oh, you see, I'll do it tomorrow when I get money, when I resign from my job, when my husband gives me permission. Come on, give yourself the permission to succeed. You're sitting on something amazing. Yeah. So it's time for us to actually start living out our gifts, turn them into a business, because the truth is that you always have a competitive edge. I remember many times people ask me, aren't you scared about other people who are coming into the industry? And I tell them I'm not scared about them because I'm not scared because I am Lydia. That means that there is something unique that I bring as Lydia. And even if anyone tried to duplicate exactly what I had to bring, they cannot duplicate my personality. They cannot duplicate my gift. They cannot duplicate everything about me. And guess what? You will always see the original thing and the fake thing. It's just like when you see a banknote, yeah? There will, if someone has duplicated a banknote, you will always see which is the authentic banknote and which is the fake banknote. People will always see through something that looks authentic. Your gift looks authentic on you and will be a great competitive edge if you choose to do it as a business. Number five, what is this number five reason why you should build a passion driven business is the fulfillment. Fulfillment. It seems related to point one, but it is different. Martin Yan, in one of his comments, in one of his quotes, says that if you enjoy the work that you do, work becomes play. Yeah. Many times people are going to jobs they hate, working with people they don't like. Come on. Supposing you chose to start your passion driven business, think about it. You'd save yourself a lot of things like doing work that you hate. I actually tell people that I am paid to be happy. It's not a joke. It's not a joke because I love what I do. I enjoy what I do. I find it very easy to go the extra mile for my clients and with my clients. Why? Because I'm not simply doing it for the sake of the money. Oh, yes, I'm paid for the work that I do. But beyond just the payment, I can't attach a dollar to the enjoyment and fulfillment that comes with it. And let me tell you something, the best time to build a passion driven business is now. Why? Because it will give you fulfillment even in retirement. That means it's actually a good retirement plan. Yes. Think about it. When you retire, you don't want to do things that stress you up. I've watched my dad through his 8 years of retirement so far, and you can see that all that he wants to do is things that make you happy. Now, just think with me. Right now, if why don't you build a passion-driven business, something that you love, something that you're excited about, when you still have the strength and the energy? And right now, when you still have the strength and energy, you can put in the systems, you can put in the structures, you can put in every kind of work that you need to put so that by the time you have now retired, you're still working in the business, not necessarily on a day to day basis, but there's something that you are willing to pour your life into. And if you notice again, entrepreneurs who are doing businesses that they are passionate about rarely retire. Look at how old Richard Branson is. He's old, but how comes he's not retired now? Let's look at Joyce Meyer. Well, she's not an entrepreneur, but she's still doing her purpose. She's over 80, but she's still preaching, she's still writing. So you find that you can retire from a job, but you don't retire from your purpose. Purpose is still your last breath. And that's one of the most beautiful things about purpose. So, doesn't that set your heart on fire to actually want to pursue this beautiful thing called a passion driven business, which actually leads you to your purpose? If that doesn't set you on fire, I don't know what will set you on fire. Now, if you're wondering, Lydia, okay, I have heard all the good things you've talked about, but how do I actually get to start my own passion driven business? Well, that's why I'm here. I've been on this journey for 10 years. I've made my mistakes. I've had my failures. I have done it all. So you don't have to try to reinvent the wheel. And I'm not ashamed of my mistakes. I'm not ashamed of my mistakes. My mistakes is what is enabling me to help you do it better. So on Thursday and Friday this week, I'll be having a free masterclass, the Monetize Your Passion Masterclass. It's a completely free masterclass. In those 2 days, I will help you to not only uncover your passion, but your purpose too. And I'll also help you to be able to uncover a profitable niche that you can serve. You see, one of the reasons people say that you can't make money from your passions is because they are not uncovering profitable niches. They are serving niches where there is no money. So all of a sudden they start crying, oh, there is no money. Oh, there is no money. Those are mistakes I made. And because I'm passionate about it, does not mean that necessarily I will make money from it. So I show you exactly what are those levers that you must get right so that you can actually make the money. So you don't want to miss this masterclass because it is the last of 2024. This is the last free masterclass I'm having in this year, 2024. So if you want to be a part of this masterclass, just type in the comment section, passion to profit, and we shall get in touch with you. Or you can also check the comment section so that you can join my free WhatsApp group, the Unstoppable Passionpreneurs Community, where we shall be gathering before this masterclass. Now, if you watch this video after this masterclass, don't say, oh, I've missed this. We already have our 2025 year plan out. So we already know that our next masterclass for 2025 will be in January, at the end of January. So just in case you have missed you've watched this video and missed that one, you can still write Passion to Profit so that we set you up for our 2025 masterclass. But come on, if you're here right now, don't even think about postponing to 2025 because you want to end your year with a bang so that you start your 2025 with a bigger bang. I can't wait to share with you my time, my talent, and my treasure during this masterclass. So don't miss it for anything. From 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. East African time, I'll be sharing with you tips, tactics, and techniques on how you can actually turn your passion into a profitable, purpose-driven business that you totally love. So it's been nice sharing this evening with you today. If you have joined us for the first time and you have not subscribed, why don't you subscribe so that you don't miss our next episodes? The Lydia Amugen Mentoring Podcast is here every Tuesday to inspire and equip you to increase your income by building a business that you totally love. See you next time and remember to be unstoppable.